When you set foot on campus as a meteorology major, were you set on doing it for TV, or was there maybe another sector you were looking at?
That's a great question, Kevin. I actually didn't know. I had no idea. I knew I was going to weather. I didn't know what I was going to do. I had no idea. I was like, oh boy, I don't really know. I remember talking to my parents after my freshman year. Between my freshman and sophomore year, I sat down with them. I was like, I gotta start to make a decision here. I'm like, I don't know what I want to do with it. Like, I love weather, but
Um,
I mean, I guess I could work for the National Weather Service. I'm not interested in teaching really, at a college level. I don't think, maybe research. I don't know. I just didn't know. I really had no idea. National Weather Service, I remember, was a thought. And then my parents were like, well, you're social, you have a good, clear speaking voice, you clean up pretty well, maybe try TV. And I was like, maybe I could. I can still see where I was sitting in my parents' living room. It was three of us were sitting there talking. And I was like, yeah, all right, I'll try it. I was kind of nervous. I remember I was like, I don't know if that's for me though. I mean, I guess I could sh give it a shot. That the college, they got a college campus station there.
yeah.
I'll try it. So sure enough, I walked into TOP, but started my sophomore year and tried out. And I remember it being so much harder than I thought it was going to be, right? And we all worked at TOP, right? I remember
Mhm.
going on camera and being like, whoa, like deer in headlights, right? It's like that moment you're like, and then finishing the tryout or whatever whatever they called it, um,
Yeah, tryouts. Yep.
and walking off and being like, that was horrible. That was horrible.
So I felt.
Yep.
I mean,
Same here.
like, why would
Consensus.
they put
Yeah.
me on TV? That was terrible. Unless they're looking for a laughing stock, you know?
Did you end up doing mornings at the beginning?
So
Did
yeah,
you
I
do like
did, right? So I did, right.
like
I
eight
think
o'clock
that's
in the
really
morning or whatever it was?
Ugh,
yeah. What was that?
It was like 8 o'clock in the morning or
Yeah, it was eight
something like
o'clock in
that.
the morning. And for a college student, gosh, I remember
that's
getting
rough.
up. Brutal, right? I mean, I did have some 8 o'clock classes, but it was a morning. I didn't have a class at eight. You got a nine something class. I don't know, th Tuesday or Thursday. Well, I think it was a Tuesday. And yeah, I was so nervous. Remember, I just remember being so nervous when I started and just being so bad. Um, when I finished my college, because some of my classmates they'd watch or whatever, or what I know they saw me because I started going in the evening then as I think my junior year, and they're like that was good, man, that was good, you did good. I'm like, you think? I'm like, I think it was terrible, but okay. You're always your own worst critic too, and
Yeah.
I'm what
Yep.
19, 20 years old. So yeah, so I kind of started getting more comfortable though with TV at COP. So that's where it kind of all started for me. I wasn't completely comfortable, but it kind of like planted that seed. I'm like, oh, I think I could do this. I think this could work. And I found out, how I could do financially with it. Could I actually have sustain a normal life, a good life doing this? And I was like, yeah, that's not bad. Okay. Um, and then I went into the working world in '99. A month after I graduated, I had a job in Binghamton at I think it was WIVT, News Channel 34. It was an ABC affiliate station. So I worked at J.C. Penney's at Shopping Town. Not really dating myself, selling suits. And then on the weekends, I drive down to Binghamton and work the night shift down there. And then I filled in during the week when the chief or the morning girl was out. Steve Principali, he was the chief at the time. And Melissa something was Melissa Cole. Yeah, it's amazing how these names sometimes pop up. But yes, I did that for 5 months. And in the course of this, I'm kind of going off on a tangent. I apologize. Um, I remember 2 months in, I was literally doing three shows a week. You aren't getting better doing three shows a week for the most part. You're just not going to. And I remember looking at my parents, I was like, I suck. Like I just suck. And I'm not getting better. I'm like, I don't think this is for me. I was like having like a panic attack. I was like, this is horrible. Like, what am I gonna do? I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I guess I could go to the National Weather Service, I guess. So I went to my news director. This was September or October of '99. And I walked, I said, can I talk to you? Bill Colley, his name was. And I sat down in his office and he's like, I said, I think this is not for me. He's like, why, John? And I'm like, because I just am terrible. I'm not getting better. I mean, I'm on 3 times a week. I do 3 or 4 weathers. That's it. It's just not working for me. I'm not comfortable. I'm nervous. I'm stumbling. He's like, okay, let me tell you, I've been in this business like 30 something years by that point he had been. And I've worked in Syracuse. I've worked in some big markets. He's like, I know when I see somebody that has talent. And you've got it. You've got the it factor. And I was like, huh? I'm like, what? I'm like, I mean, I'm not terrible. He's like, mm-mm. He's like, I know what I see. I just know it. He's like, do what you want. I can't force you, obviously. He's like, but can you just give me a month? I'm gonna get you a full-time job. I'm gonna get you a full-time job so you can get more reps and you'll get more comfortable. So can you just give me that 1 more month? I said, all right, deal. Okay. So I walked out of the office. A week later, I got a phone call from the news director in Utica, John Swan, and he said, I got a full-time job for you. I heard you were looking for something. And so I did mornings and noon show in Utica. I commuted from Syracuse. Craziest. I had to get up at 2:30 in the morning, 2 in the
Oh,
morning, and then drive an hour from my doorstep, my parents' doorstep, to the station in the middle of the night,
oh
and then drive
man.
back at 1 in the afternoon when I'd fall asleep off and on. And honestly, if I didn't have those rumble strips that just had come out in 98, I wouldn't be here today. Because I don't, there were so many of those drives from Utica to Syracuse. I have no idea. I don't remember anything. Like, how did I
Yeah.
just get back here?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was it. So Bill Colley, he was the one that is the reason why I'm in the position I'm in right now.